My name is Yair Emmanuel Estrada. I tell about a guy who loves his street and the his appearance of the band that I love that is Guns N' Roses were which each leader of the each sound manner to make every composition of Slash will be the listen the rock emitted by dance, rhythm music and especially Slash who in the great music of the all time in the will you beat about the your story. Saul Hudson, born in Aspen, London, July 23, 1665, best known for his stage name is the American Breeze, a guitar and composer. They hit the lead guitar for the American rock group Guns N' Roses, returning after almost 20 years out of the band in 2004. He formed the Supreme Bed Revolver, Alexien Fair, Guns N' Roses, Duff McKagan, and Matt Summer. Guitarist Dave Kuhner formed the member on the Suicidal Tendencies and Infection Groups, and the singer Scott Willett. Saul Hudson was born in the Aspen, London. His mother, Ola Oliver, was African American. The singer and his father, Antonio Hudson, was an artist, the singer of the covers of the English musical albums. Slash lived between Hampstead and the Stockton-on-Trent, Sanford Design. Util the age of the five with the hubris his mother in Los Angeles, California. Los largely fortified by his poor relationships with his father. Ola Oliver left her family in the search of the better career in fashion design in the US state. Slash and Axl Rose met in 1084 when they played in the performance present by their England Vicky Helms. 7 months later, Slash auditioned to play in the band in which Axl Rose and Izzy Stradlin would the choice of the guitars and more the tricycles. After Guns could not make a concert in the City because the Juan and the tour with Robert Warner, member of the once for the bands Axl and Izzy Stradlin. Slash and Steve Adler joined the group in the Gun the Duff McKagan final informed Guns N' Roses. In 1987, they make in the Bow Good album a performed destruction with a first one the not receiver but included song the word become close of the band switch as Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Chances Mine, Paradise City. Upper for Destruction is their best-selling debut album in history. In 1989, he released his Scotland studio album list. That includes for the full live likes and the suite the song plus for some related live, including the concert on the 1 million. After the Use Your Illusion tour, Slash becomes US citizen. In 1919, Slash and the scale of the import when they going up during to receive a prize in the American Musical Awards. In 1991, Guns N' Roses embarking on the long 28 more tour on the Use Your Illusion tour, which concert with the release of the their new Use Your Illusion and the Use Illusion 2 albums. This album indicates a change in the musical direction of the band, including more darting songs like November Rain in Street. In Detroit, they saved the remnants in the Guns N' Roses with an entrance major crisis after the release of the Spectre. In 1994, Axel Friend Gilby clashed in the Hill Paul Unger induced Harlin and Lynn in the Gospel slash good side. He does not deserve to be in the group in the Bigs and Guns N' Roses. In the cover task they recount simply for Devil. Paul Unger overdems the solo what slash and the down in the his on is angry slash finale left Guns N' Roses on the November 30 in 1996 after declaring the home could not work with the Rose and the tal they did not like the way they dreamed in the rest of the band. There were suppletely be different in the musical direction that Slash and Axel wanted. Slash has played with Michael Jackson, Bob Dylan, Izzy Pop, Alice Cooper, Lenny Chris, Charlie Between, Francisco Ross, Steven Tyler, Hot Perry, Rolling Stone, Motorhead, Chris Dorntin, Merced Sosa, Avers Selven, Ozzy Osbourne, As Weekend, and many more. Return to Guns N' Roses. In 2016, Guns N' Roses performed with the Slash and the lead guitar and the God at the Music and the Art Festival held April 15 and 24, 2016 in California, US State. The final scene on the reunion on the class formation was when Slash revealed that the alt fillet is experiencing with Axl Rose after more than 20 years of the estrangement, but in the last day was after the release that the official peg addiction on January 50. We call Festival made official the presentation of the Guns N' Roses. In addition to being another in the Twitter and of the Slash conforming in the collaboration once again the present with the band in the festival. At times they like his good sincere I love how they plays and more than only his story in rock music. He never miss his concert when he comes to music in Mexico. Since in I love the music he plays and he's the most famous guitars on the his planet and who does not know in the if it is universal and in the an honor to know me all his tirades on the guitar with more desire. Thank you, his attention.